Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is SJ from Crypto Man channel. Hope you are having a great, fantastic day today. Before I start a video, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research before investing in cryptocurrency. Now let's jump into the video. Coin market cap. So today our topic is Cardano. Why Cardano is going parabolic right now? Now a lot of people are putting their faith on Cardano. So there is a lot of hype in Cardano. So if you're not in Cardano, you look to buy some little position because this is the right time to invest in Cardano and it is not too late. You are seeing, I'll show you this. Now it is Cardano is in the third position right now. The parabolic move. Now it is around 1.35, which is 1.35 as on yesterday, but now it is almost 1.18. So if you see the history, 2018 it was 1.22. And now it is reached almost 1.27, 1.34, which is really a good news actually for everyone. So this is the great pump so far. And let's have a look on the upside quick update on Cardano. Just to review the reason, Charles Hoskinson is a mathematician, a founder of Cardano and a co-founder of Ethereum, which are two of the world's most popular cryptocurrency network. Okay, what is Cardano? Cardano is the world's first ever peer-reviewed decentralized blockchain solution, and ADA is the native cryptocurrency that powers that protocol. It was created by ex-Ethereum and co-founder Charles Hoskinson. So it is considered as a third generation blockchain. Cardano launched in September 2017, and Cardano used a programming language that is native to military infrastructure and other high-profile industry. Different than other cryptocurrency projects because it is built a peer-review concept. Like example, instead of writing a white paper and implementing it straight to code, the Cardano team actually makes sure that experts from around the world read their papers, improve them, and agree with the outcome. So this is a different way of working, right? Like it's a proper plan they have implemented actually. So this is the different way of working. Cardano claims to be the third generation of a cryptocurrency, which I've explained. So let me explain about what are the three different generations in the market and what is the explanation on the each generations. So the first generation, we'll call it as a Bitcoins, which is a digital currency or digital gold. Basically, Bitcoins is used to transfer and store virtual money, but it is as a scalability issue, but everyone aware of it. So then Ethereum, the second generation, was started with Ethereum and brought as a smart contracts. It improved scalability issues somewhat, but not enough to become a global currency overall. So the third stage 3 is third generation is the future. The third generation, however, wants to take a previous generation and improve upon them. Right now, Cardano considered to be the third generation's blockchain. But however, Cardano wants to solve three big pain points of the current generation: scalability, interoperability, and sustainability. That is the three major problems actually, which I'm going to explain here. The first one, let's speak about scalability. Okay, scalability, which itself have three problems within. Like example, transactions per second, network bandwidth, and data storage. So what is transaction per second? So if you see an example here, decentralized solutions lag behind Visa's theoretical of 24,000 transaction per second. Transaction per second is the obvious one. In order for a cryptocurrency to become because you need to know able to handle a lot of transactions per second. Example, Visa is 24,000 transactions per second. However, if you see Bitcoin, it is 7 transactions per second. Then Ethereum, it is 50 transactions per second. So now they want to increase. That is what this method has used Ouroboros concept. This can reach up to 1 million transactions per second, much higher than the current Visa benchmark. This system solves adopting proof of stake instead of proof of work. What is mean by proof of stake and proof of work? Proof of work, which was done by you probably know basically, right? Bitcoins uses the proof of work algorithm and lets everyone mine new blocks. Everyone started mining the new blocks. the process is very slow and not only wastes a lot of computing power, it also wastes huge amount of electricity. You have seen a lot of news, right? Electricity consumptions and a lot of problems happen, right? So Cardano is much more efficient. Basically, it does not let everyone mine new blocks. You cannot do that. Instead, they have introduced, yes, slot. They have created a slot leader will decide, and they will assign a time slot, and they have to complete it. If it is not completed within the slot, then they need to wait for the re-elect by the network until they have to wait. So in this way, they have created a slot, and the block can have a particular slot, and they have some control in place. So this improved scalability in the market. So this is a good option actually. Next, the network bandwidth. Network bandwidth is the next problem for scalability. Blockchains, you guys know that blockchains are stored in the P2P networks. Each node in this network receives a copy of all new transactions. But imagine what happens if there are thousands of transactions per second. So basically, network bandwidth or the storage issue is a common issue. Let's move on to the interoperability. Okay, first of all, there are many cryptocurrencies out there, but they don't work together. And secondly, banks and governments shy away from cryptocurrencies. Example, like a bank don't trust us. There are many cryptos in the world. So what happened? The Cardano projects aims to be the internet of blockchains. Like in the other word, we'll call it as a blockchain that can understand what happens in other blockchains. And there is a problem with the governments and banks as well, right? Because they shy from cryptocurrency, because they don't adhere to regular banking laws, because it's hard for them to trust the transactions in the crypto world, because they don't have any metadata about the transactions here. So that is most important here. Because they want to know what is happening, why the transaction has been made, and what is the reasons. But even though it is a sensitive information, Cardano projects wants to allow people to attach metadata to the transactions if they want to. This would make the crypto world play nicer with the traditional banking world. Even bank also trust in this case. But again, it would be up to the user to decide whether you want that options or not. So really, it is a good option, if you ask me. Okay, so let's move on to the sustainability. The final problem that the team intends to solve is sustainability. Right now, there are a lot of people who wants to build a company around cryptocurrencies, because to raise some money for their company, they launch an ICO, like example, like initial coin offering. After an ICO, the team ends up with a lot of capital that they can use to fully start the company. But what happens? Example, if after a couple of years this money runs out, how will they make sure the development of their technology continues? Should they create a new coin, or they hold the another ICO to get some cash? This is an unanswered questions, because it's clear that raising money just once is very sustainable and does not promote a continuous improvement, right? So because of that, Cardano intends to solve their problem by creating a treasury concept. They created a treasury concept. So what is happening here? The idea is that treasury will receive a small percentage of every transactions happens to the network. Then the transactions itself have a special wallet that can control by anyone. That is not controlled by anyone. Instead, it's sort of smart contract concept that can release a part of the funds of developer. So example, one example I will tell you, like you are a developer, you wish to improve a Cardano protocol, some protocol. So what will happen? Developer have to submit a proposal as a first step to the community, saying that what they what they want to change, how much money they need, like a full of effort estimation, we'll call it as. Then the community can then vote for the ideas, and they will identify the best proposals and gives them a money, so they can develop and start the development. Over time, the treasury model will keep Cardano sustainable by providing a continuous stream of money, because that can be used to contribute to research and improve the systems because of the sustainable option. So far, you guys know that I have talked about all things of Cardano projects wants to achieve, about the 3 generations, everything. So let me explain about what is the programming language right now they are using. Cardano is built in Haskell, which I will show you here. Cardano is built in Haskell, where Plutus is a smart contract language. Purely, it's a functional programming language. Both of them are functional programming language. On-chain and off-chain code. For example, off-chain is compiled by GHC. What is GHC? Glasgow Haskell compiler is an open source native code compiler for a functional programming language Haskell. And if you see about the on-chain code is compiled by the Plutus compiler. You can see Plutus codes and Plutus, how the Plutus code was written on the smart contracts and everything. It is open source. You can view everything. Also, you can go to the Cardano and you can see what the developer is doing right now and what is the developer updates. What is the latest version on the updates? Example, like if you see 26th Feb of 4.0.0, Mary support, and Cardano Explorer 1.4.0 on February 20. Like it is open source. You can view all the informations over here. So basically, Cardano, more than being a cryptocurrency, it is a technology platform that helps run the financial application which are being used by the individuals and institutions all around the world. The platform is being constructed in layers, which gives the flexibility to allow for upgrades of a soft fork. Cardano also runs decentralized application and services which are not only being controlled by any third parties. Okay, this is the first blockchain project designed by the global team of engineers and can be implemented on mission critical systems such as aerospace and banking applications, which is really, I can show you a roadmap. Like before that, I want to explain you the latest update on Mary hard fork. This is the very hot news right now. Cardano has fully confirmed that it will launch the Mary upgrade on March 1st, which is tomorrow. Cardano will support native tokens and multi-assets in the next upgrade. Let me explain about what is multi-assets, like why they're calling as a multi-assets. Cardano will be able to create a new tokens that represents NFTs. Like example, I will tell you one example, like blockchain-based games. You can earn your tokens to represent some points on games or currency on games. It acts like a similar basis. This is a multi-asset support. So this is basically built in Haskell, which I mentioned earlier. You can see Mary update confirmed on March 1st. And you can see it is a Gorgon phase, which I'm going to show you on the roadmap. It is a fundamental pillar of Cardano. It is a most to note that right now users cannot create new native tokens on the Cardano blockchain like an Ethereum. The main benefits of a Cardano will be creation of these tokens without the need of smart contracts. This means that users will be able to create a new token in minutes without development knowledge, which is really a great news. Smart contracts will arrive soon either way, but they are not necessary for the creation of tokens. These tokens can be NFTs, as I mentioned, utilities or governance tokens. The impact of the successful integration on the Mary update should be significant on Cardano price, which is close to the new all-time high, which I explained you, right? During 2018, it was almost 1.27. Now it has reached 1.34. All these are new updates which is happening in the market. Let me explain you the roadmap. Once again. Yeah. You can see these are the roadmaps. Byron is a foundations. Shale, it was a decentralization. Gorgon, which we are speaking about, smart contracts and its scaling and the governance. You can see these are the proper plan of Cardano roadmaps. You can go and see the features here, what is all about, and what is the methodology of academic research, prototyping, technical specifications, formal development methods, and functional programming. Like you can go and view everything. It is open source. Even which I explained you the code level, right? You can see end-to-end informations here. Really, it is an happy news actually. So we are moving to the future world, and you can go to the Twitter of Cardano community, and you can see all the latest updates right now in the market. So it is an excellent programming language, which it is call it as actually. So hopefully I have explained all the updates on Cardano. What is the three major problems? What are the where we are on now? And I want to highlight before I'm closing, the vision of a Cardano is to build a world financial operating system. The idea is to provide the blockchain-based system to the government to issue a digital identity card. Example, that is the digital identity card they will provide as a permanent identity card. Once identity card in the blockchain, then the blockchain based payment system easily been implemented in the market. So Cardano is going to use this option, and lot of new updates is going to come. So my suggestion, do your research. And before doing research, let me show you a calculation here. My calculation usually I used to do. So basically what I explained you is overview chart. During 2018, it was 0.34. If you would have invested on January 2000, even if you see here, it is 0.33 in January 10th, 2021. If it is 0.33, like if you would have invested of 3,000 USD, which is 72,000 Indian currency, now which I explained you that it's 1.21. 1.21 of 3,000 USD, a profit is 2,640 USD, which is 1,94,000 Indian currency. Minimum, if you would have invested of 1,000 also, you would have see the benefit of 64,000 INR currency, which is 880 USD. So this is the great profit actually. Now, even though it is not too late, now keeping all the updates which I've explained to you, you decide whether it is going to boom or not. So as per the expert prediction and the market research, it will go $3 or $10. It is a prediction actually. So it's taking an example of today's market price is 1.21. We are going to invest of 1,000 USD. So just assume that it is going to reach in the next 6 months or in future, it is going to reach in $2. So your profit is around 58,000 INR and 790 USD profit. So maybe it goes 3 or 3, you can see the profit. Example, if it goes 10, because of the lot of new updates, okay, it will go value of 6,46,000. So you just see the market actually. This is not too late actually. You can invest a small amount and you can enjoy your life. So hope I have covered everything about the cryptocurrencies of ADA. And this is the third position right now. This is an happy news. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.